welcome back to the Morning Blend. Are you upside down on your home and do you want to get out from under? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Get today's prices on your home by short selling and then buying it back.
That's right. Here to help tell us how it's possible is attorney Jamie Cogburn of Cogburn Law Offices. Great having you again.
Hey,
let's
happy to be here.
Yeah, well, pleasure as always. Happy to have you. Nevada, we were just talking about how home building is back. Things are going great. Homes are being sold. They're being bought. And there's still people that are underwater from the recession.
It's crazy. I'm flabbergasted by the numbers. In fact, I don't know.
That shows you how bad it was.
It shows you how bad it was. And I think you're still going to see some stuff to come. But I can't believe how many homes are building, how many apartment complexes are building, because I'm like, where are all these people coming from? But there's still 30%, almost 35% of people that own a home are underwater. Wow. And significantly underwater, meaning more than 20%.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not, hey, I'm 10 grand underwater. It's 20% underwater. So if I owe 100,000 and my house is worth 80.
My goodness.
So what's the current housing market look right now then?
Well, it depends on who you are.
Who you ask,
If you're buying a house, it's a great time to buy a house. Interest rates are low, prices are still relatively low, that it makes sense because you can still buy a house for cheaper than you can rent. The problem is if you bought a house in 2006 or 2007, then unless you're in certain neighborhoods, you're probably still underwater.
Yeah.
You know, North Las Vegas has not come back, probably will not come back for a while.
Not nearly as fast as Summerlin has.
Yeah. Bloomberg and Forbes have said, hey, the worst rental market this year is going to be Vegas.
Well, because so many people came into this market to buy, and now there's an influx of homes for rent.
Correct.
It's not necessarily a smart idea to be a renter at this point.
So you had huge hedge funds buying houses, and then you have your normal mom and pop investors that bought a house here, bought a house there. So they're looking at, hey, I can't rent my house, you know, different things like that.
So for people that are living in a house, they are underwater, they don't want to get rid of the house. That's why they've been trying and clawing and trying to pay off this mortgage, although it's been a tough one for them. How can they stay in their house whilst short selling?
They call us.
Okay.
No, but it's a program we put together a few years back. It allows you, we sell it to a nonprofit. There's only one nonprofit in town that will do this program. And they're approved through basically through the federal government. And then you lease it up to 4 years, so 1 to 4 years, and you can buy it back at any time during that period. And you know the price before you buy it back. You know the price before you ever sell your house.
Wow.
So if you sell your house for $200, let's say they buy it for $200, but it's worth $250, then you're buying it for fair market value, or a little bit less, actually, usually.
Wow. So there is relief because you're mentioning how many are still underwater throughout the valley. So you use this program, you get the services, and you can get out from debt. Hopefully.
Exactly. and then you're able to buy your own house back with a low interest rate and all those good things.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that, I mean, if you're underwater at this point still, chances are you're living in a home that you just don't want to leave. And you have sweat equity in it.
You're one of two people. Yeah. You're either that, or you go, I've hung on, or you're somebody that has been delinquent and trying to work with the bank for probably years at this point.
Yeah.
And the reality is, at that point, you just got to make a decision.
Yeah.
And cut ties. If you want to buy it back, then great for that program. Otherwise, move on, because the Debt Forgiveness Act ends at the end of this year, which means if your house is foreclosed, if you short sell your house after 2016, you can be liable for all the taxes.
So if you save $100,000, you're taxed as though you got $100,000.
It's as if you got a $100,000 check.
So with this program, how much does it cost the homeowner itself?
Zero.
Zero.
So we charge the homeowner zero. Well, I take that back. We have to charge for a credit report. So we charge them what it costs us to run a credit report.
Okay, and that's
so it's like $30 or something.
There we go.
But that's the only cost. We've worked with the nonprofit. The banks are on board. The bank pays us a small fee. Frankly, at the end of the day, we lose money on the program. But it's great. We already have people that are buying their homes back.
Wow.
We've had several people buying their home back. We had, in fact, a couple last month that were doing testimonials for us because they're so excited. One of them wants to come on this show. She's like, I just want to tell it was a lifesaver for her.
Well, it can be so frustrating. You're paying on this house. It was $400,000. That's when you bought it, and now it's $250,000 for everybody else in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating that you're making that payment for $400,000 when you see the house next door sell for $250,000. Now you can get that $250,000.
Yeah. And that's the. And here's the other thing. Even if you don't want to buy your own house back,
Yeah.
you can short sale your house and enter this program and buy a different house. Let's say you want to go buy a brand new home that KB Homes building,
Yeah.
out in Inspirado or some other place. The way the nonprofit works, you just go pick the home, they buy it for you.
Oh, wow.
So it's a great program that allows you to do a variety of different things. We always talk about, hey, buying your own home back. But let's say you don't like where you live. You go, I want to short sell this one, but I can go pick a home right now today, buy it for today's prices, and the nonprofit buys it for you, and you have up to 4 years to buy it through them.
That's phenomenal.
So you can lock in your, I mean, it's a fantastic program.
Yeah.
And the nonprofit, I mean, they're truly one of the best nonprofits I've ever worked with. And we do a ton of volunteer work at our office, but they're true believers. They work with HUD, counseling. They do everything to get everybody back on track.
Let's get everybody involved today because we're going to tell them how exactly. So, Jamie, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, buddy. To learn more about this program, very cool. Jamie's services as well. You can head to the website on your screen. The phone number is also there. Cogburn Law Offices, they're located on St. Rose Parkway at Eastern in Henderson. And up next,